Global warming refers to the Earth's heating, which is observed since the pre-industrial period between 1850 and 90, related with human activities. Like one of the most important is the fossil burning. In a lot of cases, it's confused with the climate change, which is focused on the weather. Also, we're going to talk about how this phenomenon, together with other issues, affect the population of polar bears, causing their extinction.
In the past, polar bears lived peacefully in the Antarctic, but recently, due to climate change, many scientists worry that if the situation continues as it is, polar bears' numbers will continue to decrease. Today, the homes of polar bears are being melted. With increasing temperature each year, polar bears are forced to find food in other places. This heavily changes their alimentation and odds of survival. It's estimated that in 100 years, if nothing is done about it, polar bears will go extinct.
Polar bears live only where it is very cold around the Arctic region. The only exception are those who live in captivity in zoos around the world. They have been able to adapt very well to warming weather, like to the global warming in those places. That is why many experts believe they were isolated to the Arctic millions of years ago due to environmental changes instead of being out of necessity.
Polar bears feed mainly on ringed and bearded seals. Depending upon their locations, they also eat harp and hooded seals and scavenge on carcasses of beluga whales, walruses, narwhals, and bowhead whales. When other food is unavailable, polar bears will eat just about any animal they can get, including reindeers, small rodents, seabirds, waterfowl, fish, eggs, vegetation, berries, and human garbage.
Polar bears rarely approach populated areas unless a vital need leads them there. This is the case of some polar bears. Since global warming started melting the icebergs, plenty of polar bears started to migrate to places like towns. This can be dangerous, since it is not known if the polar bears can hurt a person or even kill them. There are some bears that do manage to reach the villages, but due to the weather, they fail to survive.
Canada has approximately 50,000 polar bears and has given a polar bear its weakest classification, that of special concern. In Alaska, it emphasized the importance of climate change mitigation to cope the loss of sea ice from the polar bear habitat. In developing the Polar Bear Conservation Management Plan, USFWS sought contributions from numerous stakeholders, including representatives of federal agencies, non-profit organizations, scientists, and industry leaders. WWF played an integral role in drafting of the plan. The launch of the plan comes immediately after another great victory for the Arctic.
In Russia, Vladimir Putin takes control of several protected animal defense programs, especially the Amur tiger, the snow leopard, and the white whale, and mainly the polar bear. Although this practice has been banned in Russia for more than 50 years, you can find advancements in internet. For our sales, more than 300 polar bears a year are victims of poaching. Environmentalists expect the number of these animals will be reduced by 2/3 in the next 40 years.
It's necessary to see the importance of everything that we need, do, and want to. Most of the time, we cannot think beyond the present, and that it's bad. We must worry about future generations of everything since a river to a little kid. Issues like global warming are a great signal for us to wake up and act to improve the situation.